This is based on my Star in the East video. Part of the reason why I do these videos is because I want people to go back and do research, and then they will find that a lot of the things that they have is doctrine and not actually what the Bible says. If you listen to the first thing I said according to the Christmas story. This is a Christmas story that was made up by the Armenian church in order to validate the wise man as three kings and gave them names, and so that they would bow down. This is so that it would connect to the Old Testament and validate Jesus as the Messiah. But none of you went and did that part. Now, this person said that they saw a star in the east and followed it into Bethlehem. Many people said things similar to this. I was hoping that people would go back and read Matthew 2 and then go read Luke 2, and then it was 2 or 3, to be able to understand what the Bible actually says. The Bible actually talks about that these magi saw the star rise in the east. Doesn't say where they came from. They went to Jerusalem to talk to Herod about it. When they got there, Herod then explained to them, after talking to his council, about that this new baby, this new king will be born in Bethlehem. The magi didn't see the star and follow it to Bethlehem. What they did was they were being told by Herod to go to Bethlehem, and so they went to Bethlehem. When they got to Bethlehem, they saw the star rise again and hover over the house. Then that's how they followed, and they came and worshiped Jesus, or gave money and stuff to Jesus. Then the magi left. But then it says an angel came and told, if you continued your research, told Mary and Joseph to take the baby and go to Egypt. And then it says he was in Egypt and he came back, and then you get the rest of your story. But there's a conflict here, a contradiction. I don't want to call it contradiction, but a conflict here. When you read the Luke version of it, it says that the shepherds were told, and that's fine. And the shepherds came and they worshiped. But here's the problem. After the shepherds worship and 8 days had passed and the baby Jesus was given a name, Mary and Joseph did as custom and took Jesus to Jerusalem, right where Herod is, and then they consecrated him. After that, they left and went back to Nazareth. Nothing about Egypt. While they were in Nazareth, every year, it says every year they came back to Jerusalem. Nothing about Egypt. And then when he was 12, he did his whole thing in the temple. Nothing about Egypt. And they went back to Nazareth. And then it says that he grew mighty and strong in the wisdom of God. And then he started with the whole John the Baptist thing. Why does Luke omit everything about Egypt? His whole upbringing being in Nazareth, according to Luke, whereas Matthew is telling you his upbringing was in Egypt. So you should find a conflict in that when you actually research the things that I talk about. So go do research. That's my